We have with us three individuals, one of whom is from FEMA. The other two are from the central government. I'd like to start with the local government officials. They are William Rodríguez, who is with the Public Housing Agency, and Ottmar Chávez, who is with Core 3, essentially the agency which is in charge of receiving the federal aid and then providing that to the people who need it. Mr. Chávez, let me start with you. What is the government's plan for relocating the people who have been affected by the earthquakes and are either living in government shelters or outside because they don't feel comfortable being inside?
David, the government's plan is divided in three phases. The first 15 days, which we're actually executing right now with the housing, public housing lead and FEMA, a 30-day plan that consists of the inspection of the houses, which is basically to identify the red houses, the yellow and the green, to make sure that we classify them and provide assistance based on that classification. And then the 60-day plan, which are more long-term solutions, either permanent or more fixed term solutions for the displaced residents, the 4,500 that we have so far, so that we can provide temporary or long-term housing in that sense. So the first 15 days are being executed right now. Right now, we have more than 14,000 individuals that have registered through the FEMA's Individual Assistance Program, more than $3.8 million already in either rental assistance, repair, or other assistance provided to FEMA. So, and also the housing department, which can elaborate a little bit more on different temporary housings that will be available. The plan is for 60 days, we can take the individuals in the base camps and move them to either temporary or long-term housing solution.
Where would that temporary or long-term housing be? What would it look like?
It would be Section 8 vouchers. It would be public housing units, also FEMA as rental assistance, and the TSA, the temporary shelter assistance of FEMA too. It will be available.
Now, the temporary shelter assistance, some people might remember from Hurricane Maria, that often deals with hotels, but you'll remember after Maria, there aren't as many hotels on the island of Puerto Rico as there are on the mainland. So, ma'am from FEMA, can you give me your name so the audience knows?
Yes, my name is Idamis de Jesús. Currently, we are in coordination with the government of Puerto Rico to ensure that the plan or the housing strategy that has been developed, we continue to support them. So one of the key items for that 30 days, it is being considered and evaluated for the transitional sheltering assistance program. So as soon as additional information is available, we will be announcing the entire process on how it's going to be taking place.
So what would be a potential option, Ms. De Jesus, realizing that a lot of the hotels are in the northern part of the island, so that would include relocating people to the north. How would it? What are the possibilities that are being explored?
So David, right now we have 6 DRCs or disaster recovery centers set up by FEMA. Actually, we have one right behind us here in Guanica. In that center, not only FEMA will be receiving individuals to register for the individual assistance, but we'll have government services, housing, also the tourism department will have folks there so that they can support the individual which has been receiving rental assistance or is applying for rental assistance to use for hotels, or when the TSA program comes in, we can have the tourism folks provide a list of the different hotels and rooms available in the South. We already have that number, but the idea is that we can support and cater those individuals right here in the disaster recovery centers.
A little more than 4,000 folks, but if they were
Sorry?
I'm sorry, there seemed to be a connection. I was asking Ottmar, I know we're talking roughly 4,000 people. Are there enough hotels in the South to support that if you need to use hotels?
I think it will be a combination of different. So far, the availability, it's around 1,600 rooms available in the South. So combination of that program with other Section 8 temporary housing or rental assistance, which FEMA is providing rental assistance. The governor already had a meeting with the Rental Association of Puerto Rico, which we will have people from the association supporting the individuals that are receiving rental assistance or will receive rental assistance there to support in looking for a rental apartment or any other short-term or long-term option.
Mr. Rodríguez, do you have enough Section 8 housing available, or might you have to build some to accommodate the need?
At this point, we have 600 vouchers, and we expect to have units available for those vouchers. Yeah.
Understood. Ms. De Jesus, if people want to get in touch with, well, let me ask this question to all of you. If I'm someone watching this video and I've been affected, where is the first place that I go to apply for assistance?
So anybody that had damages related to the earthquake, it's very important that they call the 1-800-621-3362, which is our registration intake number. They could also reach us through the web at disasterassistance.gov. It's very important that even though many people had probably a different experience with the 2017 hurricanes, that this is a different event, in order to ensure that they do not auto-disqualify themselves, for them to really ensure that they're registering with FEMA.
So apart from that, David, there's 6 disaster recovery centers, one here in Guanica, one in Ponce, Peñuelas, Guayanilla, Yauco. So those 6 are open. The Peñuelas will be open later today or tomorrow morning. So it's important that either by phone at the 1-800-621-3362, www.disasterassistance.gov, or at the disaster recovery centers, people can go in and start applying or soliciting those help.
And we also have our disaster assistance team in the field that are also supporting the survivors and registering as well.
Okay. Is there anything else I didn't ask that you want to add? I mean, I think you gave me the numbers of people who need it. Section 8 housing is primarily going to be what's used. There's the potential to use hotels if the TSA is approved. Ms. De Jesus, let me ask you this. One of the issues after Hurricane Maria is that it took a long time for Governor Rosselló to request TSA. That's the formal process. Has FEMA gotten a TSA request yet from the governor?
At this moment, we have not. I do have an understanding that it is being worked on.
Okay, understood. Mr. Chávez and Mr. Rodríguez, is there anything else that you want to add?
At this point.
I think from our point is to receive assistance, please register. So far, we have 16,416 folks that are registered through the individual assistance program by FEMA, totaling more than $4 million right now as of yesterday. Actually, $4.7 million, the last number. So important to register, and the inspections will be already being started, and more than 7,000 inspections being done. More to come with support of the folks from California and New York, and also the state employees. So we'll continue to work this on moving forward.
So 2 things before we go. I didn't hear the number. How many did you say have registered for assistance?
60 as of today, Wednesday at 7 a.m., 16,416 individuals, totaling more than $4.7 million of funds approved or dispersed.
And you're saying 16,000, 16, right?
Yes, 16,416.
Okay, understood. And the last thing I want to clarify is an important point that you just made. There was some misinformation that inspectors from the mainland were being turned away. That is not the case, correct? You are utilizing their services.
Yes, sir. So we have engineers from the state working those. We also requested support from the California via an EMAC, also New York, and there's a North Carolina support being worked on right now. So we any support that we can get to maximize and scale up the amount of inspections we need certainly are welcome, and it's being worked through the PREMB or Emergency Management Agency.
All right. I thank all 3 of you. This is very helpful. I'll share it with everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Corexia.
You too.